Welcome to Rootstem Gaming. This is Paul, aka Fran, and we're just going to be breaking down some of the new stuff that Games Workshop has released this week. So before we get into things though, of course, I'm just going to do a bit of a roundup for my channel for the week. This coming Saturday, we're going to have the painting video of help using real world reference. That's basically just going to be detailing how to use real world images for rust and real world images for like horses and stuff in your painting, just to make sure that your figures look unique. Also this Thursday coming, we're going to have a 8th edition Heresy battle report. I know I've got quite a few on the channel, but a lot of people at my club like playing them. That's going to be Blood Angels versus Word Bearers, with a new lad who we nickname Joffrey. His real name's Jordan, but he does sometimes come across like the king from Game of Thrones. If you are wanting to watch that battle report now, of course, you can always go to rootstem.co.uk. That one's already up there. It's already loaded, ready for you to watch. It is £3 a month to be able to join the site, to be able to get the battle reports and the games exclusive and early. But if you wanted to watch that now, you can. Also up on my website, rootstem.co.uk, we've got a painting help video regarding purple power swords or warp swords. We've also got information regarding another video on there if you wanted to start with an airbrush, how to start cheaply, like I did. Bit of a video help on that. We've also got another 2 battle reports on there, which is a Escher versus Escher Necromunda battle report. And we've got a Adeptus Titanicus battle report of the War Griffins versus the Death's Head. By the end of the week as well, so by this coming Sunday, this is being recorded on February the 19th. So by this coming Sunday, there'll also be another 2 games on the website. There's going to be Imperial Guard versus Gene Stealer Cult, the new Gene Stealer Cult, and Space Marines versus Gene Stealer Cult. Yes! Those games, of course, are not going to appear on my actual YouTube for a month. So if you are wanting to watch them now, again, you're going to have to go to my website, rootstem.co.uk, and subscribe to be a member. Now, this week's new releases, of course, from Workshop is just for leftover bits from the Gene Stealer Cults. Just effectively the adherents. I did get a box of those. They're nice, but a lot of Games Workshop plastics at the moment are very rigid in what you can and can't do with them. Like if you're wanting one person with this weapon, one person with this weapon, sometimes you can't. It's very, very limited on options, because the bodies, although the figures look fantastic, the way they are designed, they're not interchangeable. Like if anyone remembers the 3rd edition Space Marines, or possibly the revamp on those, where everything was interchangeable with everything else. It's not like that anymore with a lot of the stuff. Even with the current Space Marine kits, it's like weapon arm A goes with weapon arm B, and you can't swap them over. So I hope Workshop rescinds on this, and then of course it goes back to its old school ways of going, yeah, you can pretty much do what you want with our figures. But currently at the moment, a lot of the figures are either, you're set to 1 to 2 poses per model, which can be a bit disappointing when it comes to converting. Now, as I've said, I have tried the new Gene Stealer Cult, 2 games back to back, which I recorded on Sunday and Monday. And man, for some reason, don't know why, but why does Wargaming make you tired? They were pretty good, so I've actually tested out the Gene Stealers now. They're alright, but I do think I need some more of possibly the bikers, Sentinels, and running forward with Lehman Russ battle tanks. It seems to be a very, very odd but quite fun tactic to do. Now, New York Toy Fair 2019 was also this past weekend, and this is where we got a new edition of Combat Arena. Yeah, pretty much if you look at the Combat Arena, it's a rehash of Chosen, although it'll be quite interesting to see if what we're going to do with possible range weapons in that. If you've ever played Chosen, it's a pretty good game if you've got 4 people round and you're all having a beer or you're having a good time, and it's a great cracking game when you just interacting like that. When you're doing just 2 players, it's not that much fun. So I can see this being a game. It's great if you've got a club and everyone wants to club together, but I believe a lot of people are just going to be buying this for these miniatures. Now the miniatures themselves are quite nice. For some reason there's 5, but it only looks like you get 4 in the set. So whether or not one of them is going to be a special one if you pre-order, or if you ask for certain things to be sent to you, then you might get the extra one. But one of them looks like a space pirate, with a servitor that's loading his gun, a skull servitor loading his gun. That's like quite nice, that, to be honest. I do like the telepath, although it does look a little similar to the female Magos that they've recently released. Although it is nice to see the Inquisitorial Crusader. The last models for them were metal, they were quite small. This one is going to be on a larger base. It does look quite nice, but it does look very reminiscent of the original ones that came out. And there's a new tech priest in it and a new servitor, which I can always use some more characters for my Mechanicus and Guard army, to be honest. Some other board games were also released mainly in the Warhammer realm. Because I'm a Warhammer 40,000 channel, I'm not really going to go into these too much. Dreadframe came out, aiming at newer players. Something to do with Mirrored City. Looks alright. Do you get models with that one now? Yeah, about 6, 7. So not a lot of figures on there, so I can't really see it being one for collectors. And then Storm Vault, which is a cooperative fantasy board game. This doesn't really... Well, it does come with some miniatures, again, only a few. But this looks like some of the overly complicated games you can get off Kickstarter. Some of those are great. Some not so much. Now, a very dividing thing has also been released as well. Funko Pop's Space Marines. Yeah. I'll be honest, I can't see me buying them. Although I did mention it to my girlfriend because she does collect Funko Pops for various things. She's a big fan of Firefly and a couple of other series that she's managed to get hold of. We've also got all the Funko Pop Star Wars Christmas versions, and she actually did seem to have an interest in these. So hopefully it doesn't deteriorate too much from the main game, but if it brings Games Workshop in and an added revenue stream, allowing them to concentrate on better projects by licensing out some of their properties to other companies, then fair dues. Also, Space Marine Heroes. This is a bit of an odd thing because Space Marine Heroes is pretty much a Japanese thing. I've not come across it yet, but some of the figures that they do release for these Space Marine Heroes look very nice. It's whether or not it's going to be worth it for me to be able to purchase some. Because, of course, I'd want to make a squad. I mean, some of these Blood Angels look fantastic. And I do have a Blood Angel army, but my Blood Angel army is more heresy based, so it's not something I'm really going to be looking at for 40k. Now on the rumour mill front, we do have rumours that Assassins are going to get some love in March's White Dwarf. I like the fact that White Dwarf has gone back to being ones where you can get the rules in. It makes it worth purchasing. I might even start getting my subscription again. It's been a long time since I've had a subscription to White Dwarf. Hope the Inquisition is going to come out with something similar. But if Assassins are now being released, there's also a bit of rumours about Arbites getting some love quite soon, which will be nice. I love the Arbites. The fact that they're just some form of rip-off of Judge Dredd. Admirable. Now jumping off from that, of course, more rumour mill is your Sisters of Battle, or Battle Sisters, or Adeptus Sororitas, or whatever you want to call them. Now, Workshop has sent an email out to a lot of players going, here, look, icons. And then when you go onto the pages and you look at the icons, all the icons look like them sheets you get when you go into a tattoo parlour. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got no tattoos, terrified of needles. Not literally terrified of needles, but I've been in with friends before, and these, what they've released, this rumour mill release, is just some drawings of icons. It's not something I would have really paid attention to, Workshop, I'll be honest. I would have waited until you had something a bit more concrete, probably a bit more exciting. Then, look at these banners. Yay! That's really all I want to talk about this week. There's not a lot of exciting features coming out. It makes me wonder if Games Workshop, to be honest, March, April, May are the biggest 3 months that Workshop do. They tend to gear up a lot of stuff. It didn't used to be those days. It used to be quite random, but now that seems to be the dates when new items come out, proper new items come out, updates to certain rules. It wouldn't surprise me, with all the new units of Space Marines and all the new units of Space Marine figures, there's a possibility of a new Marine Codex coming soon. It is a couple of years old, and I'll be honest, compared to the rest of them, it is a bit out of date, but it does mean that if you've just recently bought a new Marine Codex, it's going to be a bit of a kicker in the teeth. Oh well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Anyway, this has just been my weekly roundup. I put these out every Tuesday just to sort of round up a lot of the rumours on the internet. Don't forget, the new Bulgrin is also out. I know I didn't mention anything on that, but I think I'm going to go deep into that when it actually gets released. And it's mainly for Blackstone Fortress, which I do like. If you haven't played Blackstone Fortress, you need to play it. It's a fantastic game, especially for you and your friends. But it can even be played solo. So I know that sounds really sad, but it can be played on your own. Well, thank you very much for watching anyway, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button if you want to see more. If you want to get early access to pretty much everything I do, just go over to rootstem.co.uk, and £3 a month you can access that there. And if you're interested in any commission work but you don't want to get in touch with me to ask, I do sell certain like packages on my website as well, so you can select a unit, tell me in a comment how you wanted it to be painted. I'll get that done for you. Turnaround time on that can be up to 6 weeks though, just so you are aware. And all the prices include everything. So there's no separate me calling you up telling you it's going to be this much to paint anything. It's just all included. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time.